Welcome back. In today's episode we're gonna get back on with this after a very long break. Let's just jump straight in. Right, as I said, I'm back on with this now. This is the outrigger that I pulled off the driver's side. Yeah, I think she's a little bit beyond saving. I might be able to get a cut out of it, but I don't know. I don't know what will happen anyway. So I was going to make a new one of them. However, good friend, thank you very much, Mark, came up with a pair of half decent ones. However, the better of the two is the side that I don't need. This is the side here that I need. Unfortunately, it does have some lovely little metal holes in. So what we'll do is I'm just going to I'll start with a little one. Get this little teeny one here. Start with a little teeny tiny one there. Get it trimmed out, cut, welded in. We'll go from there. I'll try to start. I don't know how I'm going to do that, I'll be honest, yet. But I do need to cut quite a bit of it out because, as you can see there, it's rotten from there right the way down to there. So there's no point in trying to patch that because that metal's not even thick enough to do that. So I might have to either A, take a little mini cut out of this one, which is still solid, or have to try and physically panel beat and hammer one back into shape. So we'll just see how we get on. We'll just crack on with it. There we go. Didn't need to grind all the weld off the inside of there. I've left a bit on, get a bit of strength in there, but taking the seam sealer on that, up that jaw there, once it's welded back in the car, then that'll be alright. So all I'll do is I've got another piece there, a hole there, and then there's this whole section here I need to deal with. I'll probably just deal with that off camera because it'll be quicker and easier. You guys don't really want to see me sort of welding up little plates all the time. So I'll do that off camera. We'll get ready to hide the piece back on. So we'll we'll just crack on. I'll catch up with you once it's all done and welded. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to fabricate. Sorry, I'm looking at it down here. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to fabricate this in like a couple of separate sections, or whether I'm going to. I did wonder if I could actually cut it out of this good one here, but unfortunately they're mirrored, so they go in different directions. So I don't think that's going to actually work for it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just sort of. I may try and fabricate a piece in there first and just see how it shapes up and see how hard or bad it comes out, and then we'll just go from there. See how we get on. Right, as you can see, I've managed to get it welded on, dressed back up a little bit. So I'm getting this welded on nicely in place. I had to shape it up a little bit more in there because it was ever so slightly out, but nothing a little bit of top-notch panel beating didn't cure. Yeah, so that's in there now. Unfortunately, I've ran out of gas mid-job, so I haven't managed to get the welds done up into there yet. But as soon as I get some gas, that's why I haven't painted it up yet, dressed it and painted, well, that's why I haven't cleaned it yet, painted it, because of obviously that. But yeah, I mean, that's on, that's solid as it's been in years. Also, while I was on, let's just move you around a little bit. Also, while I was on, for them to follow my Instagram or social media, you'll notice that I've plated this side as well. Just to strengthen the plate, basically run across there, because I do know they have a good habit of ripping themselves apart at this point here now. Although I'm not planning on running big power in the red top, basically it's just going to be a standard engine for now, but there's always that option in the future that I might maybe want to change that and actually go big power. But for now, just for now, on account of all the work that's been done in the car, I've just plated that. So it's just literally just added a plate across there. I've actually seam welded it in as well, so it gives you a little bit of extra strength. So effectively it boxes in that little section in there. Shouldn't have any issues of contact with the wheel, because it's kind of tucked up out the way. And if anything, it might actually help, because it'll stop the shit and the crud getting jammed up inside there. Not that I'm planning on letting it get that dirty. Not that, I'll be honest, I don't even know how often I'm going to get to use it with all the other bloody projects I've got going on. But, you know, it is what it is. As I said, since we ran out of gas, The next best thing, just to try and, basically I've got an afternoon free. Thank you, Queenie. Result, I'll take a couple of days off, muchas gracias. Because I've basically got a couple of days free and I'm here a little bit extra time. I've decided to start some work on this back corner though. This is the last corner of the car that I've got to do. I thought I was saving the best till last. It turns out, yeah, I've saved the best till last. This side is probably the worst of all three corners that I've, well, of all four corners of the car. It looks really, really bad, but time I've cut it away, yeah, looks really, really bad. We'll just say that. Not a good corner at all. A few more holes and things in that I would care to. As you've seen, I was obviously had it on time lapse just to get it kind of cleaned up and dressed up and cut away. What you didn't see there was the 20 odd minutes of time lapse that I was going to edit through and take some snippets of. That got corrupt on the phone and I've lost them. Result, gotta love technology and phone calls. Anyway, by the by, so I'm getting you a little bit of footage of us cutting it apart. But let's have a closer look, see where we're at. So, as you can see, I'm going to have to cut this inner skin away. I didn't have to do that on the last one. I just dressed it with some rust converter. But this one's definitely going to need trimming up and cutting away. This here is non-existent all the way up inside there, this corner of the wheel arch, where at least the other one I had most of it. So yeah, a little bit miffed with that, but you know, I'm concerned the other side of this, I haven't dressed that up yet, but I'm concerned the other side of this might need replacing as well. I might end up having to cut this whole section out altogether. You know, if I've got to do that, I've got to do that. We'll just suck it up and deal with it. In here, if anyone knows how to get them out, give us a shout, because I need to get that out basically so I can weld up around there. Got this is rotten as well, so kind of gutted. I'm going to have to trim this section out here and probably replace that section there. Yeah, I need this repair done here on the inner leg. I think I'm going to have to trim this outer skin here further up, because it's kind of rotted through there. I haven't cut that, that's where it's rotted through. So there's obviously rot goes up into that joint, so I'm going to have to, I was hoping to try and keep it under that joint if I could, but, you know, if I'm going to have to cut into the car, I'm going to have to cut into the car. It is what it is. Then, same as I had on the other side. There's a hole in there. Just trim that out. That's not too bad a job, but depends once I start getting into it, because that's a bit rotten. But I've got a wheel arch to replace that. The wheel arch itself, although it looks scabby, is actually still there and it's still solid. But somebody's beat the crap out of it to put some big wheels in, so I'll pull them back down and see where we're at with that. Obviously, by the time I've cleaned up the arch, I'll just patch the sections in that I need to. Obviously, I'm going to need to patch there, I think. That just is what it is. And finally, the actual chassis leg itself. I've had to cut this off so that I can get the toe and eye released. Cut along pretty much the same as how it was on the other side. Need to do the spring platform again. But in hindsight, I think, because I had to repair the other spring platform, this one, and this one wasn't even worth repairing. This one was rotted through. I think what I'll do is I'll just order a pair of replacement spring platform parts. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I think that's just surfaced there. So I'll dress all that back up once I come back to it. I'm going to have to cut, see there's a hole there. I'm going to have to cut this section out here, and I'll just remake this back end chassis leg again. Once all that's done, and this, which I obviously did on the other side, as you remember, the wheel arch and the sill's done, then that is actually the floor on this side done and finished. Yay! And that's it. That's all we'll have time for this week. Yeah, I've kind of plodded on, getting a bit more done. I feel much happier about this corner now, because I'll be honest, looking at it before with all the rotten, the rusty manky metal and that in was quite daunting. Now that I've put the thick of it back and I can kind of see what I've got to do and how I'm going to do it, yeah, I would say I'm looking forward to getting it done. I think I'll probably be repairing the chassis leg first and the inner arch, then I'll move around to the sill area and like the front of the rear quarter last, and then obviously very last thing, put the sill on. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. Next week's video, I'll be back out in that. I've got another car show on. It's a company, I believe it's like a fabrication body shop company down in Doncaster, Joe's Fab Lab it's called. I'll put a link down below to his Facebook page. Yeah, first show that he's ever put on. We don't know what it's going to be like. It could be fantastic. It could be literally 3 cars parked in the field. Who knows? But anyway, I'll be there over the weekend. If you want to pop up along and say hi, by all means. I don't think it's that much. I don't think it's that expensive to get in. I think it's quite cheap actually. Yeah, it should be a good day. Hopefully we'll have weather like we've got today and it'll be a blast. So yeah, next week's video will be on that. My shout out to the YouTuber. We're going to go for Chin's Motorsport again. I've been watching another one. They've just put up another one of their videos there. He's finally getting his Nova painted. These guys are comical. They've had me chuckling and giggling the whole time of the video, you know. Definitely well worth a watch. I'll drop a link to their channel down below. Pop along, tell them I said hi. Other than that, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you all next week. Yeah.